CYBL Nation. Welcome back. We are here with another CYBL Today podcast because we're changing the way we say it now. And we haven't actually been on for a while, but man, the start of this season has been something to watch. So many new faces, also returning faces that are just showing up, and there's so many question marks, Alan?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's an exciting season already.
Like, I feel like there's so many question marks this season because, like, we've only seen, well, now we're expanded, we're at 10 teams now. And in our division, we've seen only a total of, we've seen our division, I think all of our divisions played in is it the Legacy division for you guys or Destiny division? I think it's
We're
Destiny.
Destiny, I believe, right?
Destiny. Yeah, yeah. So in the Destiny division, you are the only team that has played so far.
Yeah. Yep. That's true.
So that is huge. So
Yeah.
what's your takeaway? What's your takeaway from game one so far this season?
Man. Well, I think I was a bit surprised by a few of the outcomes. Like your outcome was actually it surprised me. I was surprised the Lions won.
Hmm.
But they looked really good. I liked seeing all of their team. And then, oh man, the Rams were just incredible. They were incredible to watch, eh? Wasn't game one exciting?
Wow, wow.
Uh,
So their team just seemed like they were playing together from the jump. It just seemed like they had all the pieces, and all the pieces were just clicking right away, which is I think the first time we've seen that with an expansion team.
yeah, I mean, look at the Eagles last season. I mean, it took them most of the season to start clicking, and then they came out of last place and moved their way up into what was it? They were six at the end of the
Sixth
season.
place.
And I mean, that's impressive. Like
It is
even for
impressive.
an expansion team to click, midway through season and make their way back up, but they just clicked right away. They
Yeah.
they they looked great out there. So that was fun to watch. And then what was the other game there, Daniel?
The other game there was the Warriors and Golden Gates.
Yes, yes, yes,
Yes, yes,
yes.
yes.
That was
What
a
a
good one.
game.
I mean, I didn't know what to expect from that game, but I did have a
Hmm.
lot of returning players,
Yeah,
so there is some chemistry there. But so do the
yes.
Warriors, really.
Hmm.
So
Essentially, your whole team traded.
yes, yeah, we had a rebrand, is what we're saying. Yeah, we got
Oh,
we got the rebrand, but yeah, no, it was cool. I think we played well, and I think the Warriors were struggling to just get anything going, but I think
yeah.
we had a good game.
Yeah, it was kind of unfortunate to watch that, and I think it was unfortunate. They were missing a few players too.
Yeah.
I think they were only playing with like seven players or something like that. So
Hmm.
they had a few missing. Ewan, who was injured, but
Yeah.
apparently he's gonna be back.
Oh,
I got
good.
the news that he's gonna be back
That's a
and ready,
blessing. Yeah.
which is was definitely a blessing. Praise God for that. I think that having him back in the lineup will definitely put some juice
Yeah. Well, I think
under
like
them.
it goes back to kind of what you and I have talked about before, and this is the big thing. Like every game counts this season.
Yeah, every game counts. It's hitting. The weight of it is heavy, bro.
I
Because
can't,
like,
it just doesn't, it's unimaginable right now that
my
to think
goodness.
like, that maybe we could miss the playoffs. Like I'm not thinking that
Oh
way,
no,
but I'm just
no.
thinking like once you lose a game, that fear must hit. Well, you would know, like, you guys have lost a game and it's like, okay, like you can't lose two in a row.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. If there's one thing though I know about True North, and I think all of my True North players and fans can attest to this, we usually lose. We usually lose early in the season. It
Yeah,
just
yeah,
seems to
yeah.
be something that happens to us where we have that one loss, but then after that, it just clicks everything else into gear.
Yeah, yeah,
Everybody
yeah.
gets clicks into gear. Everybody's ready to go.
Right.
So I think just having that early loss kind of is allowing us to click and to get into gear
Mm,
now early, which is going to be, yeah, it's going to be a little different because obviously I'm coaching my team from afar this season,
mm-hmm.
so
Yeah.
it's going to be a little different. It's going to be a little different. We're actually going to get our co-captains to do some practice with the team together, so it's going to be a different season for sure.
Yeah.
Until
Oh,
we
for
get an
sure.
assistant.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, it's exciting. I love the idea that two teams do miss the playoffs because it'll bring some
Hmm.
intensity. And I think
It will.
for the Warriors' sake, I mean, they've got a hard schedule. You and I were talking about that. There's no, it's not like any team out there is just an easy game, but it's
Yeah.
like they've got some of the more solid teams that have been together for a long
Hmm.
time. They've got they've got you guys to play. They've got the Lions to play twice. They got to play the
Oh
Lions
my
twice.
goodness.
Like they've got the Flames. Like they've got a big
Yeah.
schedule, and I think
Yeah.
having Ewan back for all of that will help them hopefully, not miss the playoffs. And I think they're such a talented team that it'd be sad to see them not make it.
It would be. And I mean, like, I think that this is a season where it's like you're gonna get to see if this team has what they have what it takes in season number
Mm.
two to now make it over the hump.
Oh,
As they were right there, they
oh,
tasted victory.
oh!
They
Are we doing a little recap of that? We didn't.
Yeah.
We never
We
recapped
didn't
that.
we didn't recap. We have to recap last season.
Oh man,
Yeah,
some
last
great
playoffs.
upsets, eh? Some great
Oh
upsets.
my goodness. Wow. Well, I mean, you go first. Let's go with first night. First night when you take a look at how things happened. That was a competitive night.
Yeah. I
That
think the first
quarterfinal
night,
matchups.
yeah, the first night went, I think we predicted the first night fully, right? Like
We did.
we
We
knew
did.
you would win. We said the Warriors would win. We said the Flames would win, and we said the Knights would win, right?
Mm-hmm.
That I feel like even though the games were close and they were good and they were exciting, like oh man, the Angels gave you guys a run for your money.
They did. They did. Right
Oh
down to
man,
the
Jordan
end
Cuban
of the game.
was everything he had dragged the Angels to the last second against you guys, man. Like it
I
was
know.
incredible. He played on another level
He did.
that game. It was
He did.
unbelievable. Not that everyone else wasn't playing well. They were. It
Hmm.
definitely a team effort, but man, Jordan Cuban was playing special that night.
Yeah. Oh
Ah,
man. Yeah, it's exciting. I think I'm excited because I want to see. Obviously, I want to see us succeed, but it's cool seeing other teams begin to rise up. And
yeah.
like think about who you had in the finals. You had two new teams that, well, not new totally, because the Flames have been there quite a few times.
Yeah.
But the Warriors, a new
Yeah.
team to make it to the finals
Yeah.
and to upset the Knights in a double overtime game. Wasn't that double overtime?
Yeah, yeah, it
Pretty sure it
was.
was.
It was a
Yeah, it was
long
double
game, man.
overtime.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was a big
That.
game, man.
Oh my goodness.
Ah, that was
Aiden looked
exciting.
spent, eh?
Oh yeah,
At the end of that one, that was like everything was laid out there, man.
yeah, that was a big game, man. The Warriors have a deep lineup, man. So that's
Hmm.
the thing, right? They can keep subbing them out, and every time they come in, it's just like, man. Is this their first lineup or second? Is this who is this? So they are a great team, and I mean they obviously had a great center with Damian,
True.
which is huge, right? You always when you have a good center like that, it kind of alleviates some of the other efforts that I think that's even an issue, right? They didn't have Cole Rousey there
That's true. That's
against
true.
us, so they had no
Yeah,
center. So I mean, Aiden's playing, or sorry, Ashton's playing, a lot, like a lot. He's doing a
a
lot for his
lot.
team in games like that, right? Having to try and play center and make stuff happen as a point guard, right?
Yeah,
That's a lot of work.
yeah.
So
It's a lot of work.
yeah,
You're definitely right. I think that he's definitely gonna need he's gonna need more. And I
hmm
think like Ryan was a big show in that
yes,
game. I think
yeah,
he showed up in big ways in that game that I was like, wow. We saw some sparks of maybe a most improved
yeah,
on the
right,
horizon. That was
yeah. 11
that,
points, 11 points. That was good.
that was very good. Very
Yeah,
good in the second
but
season. So
yeah.
yeah, but what else from the playoffs was a highlight to
Oh
you?
man, I was shocked. Your loss was a shocker to me. I
Oh,
was no Nathan
Liam's
Lanning.
injury.
Was no Nathan Lanning. I just
That's true.
thought it was a write
Yeah,
off. I wrote them off. I wrote them
yeah,
off
yeah,
for sure. I wrote them off.
yeah.
So that was actually incredible to see them kind of.
They played championship basketball, man.
They did, man.
They
I
did.
mean, Miles and Darren and Guy, they all rose to the occasion, and not putting all the others did as well, but I mean, those three really, really played like they
Hmm.
made up for what, you need out of Nathan Lanning.
Yeah,
So they
yeah,
really
yeah,
made
yeah.
up for all of that game, I feel.
They really did. And I think that like with the with obviously with them now having this championship under their belt, I feel like it kind of they can take a breather a little bit.
Hmm. Yeah.
Because like think about how many times they've been there and they haven't been able to get it done. They've
Ugh,
been countless times to the finals. Like they're in the finals 2 seasons ago, the
yeah.
winter season they're in the finals. And before that, they were in the finals, I think 2 seasons before that. And then before that, they were in the finals in the summertime previous to that. But they've been in the finals quite a few times.
Oh, yeah.
A few times. And
Yeah, that'd
been
be a
able to get
stressor. That would get you going, like thinking like, okay, it kind of starts feeling like a curse, you know what I mean? Like,
it.
am I ever gonna
Yeah.
make it out of
Uh,
second place or third place? Like you're like,
that
hey,
was us for a while. That
yeah,
was for a while.
yeah, oh for sure, man. So I don't know. Yeah, it was cool. I think that was cool to see them move past you guys for their sake, and then I really thought the Warriors had that game. I thought they were going to do it, but I mean, Nathan just went to another level. Like, I mean, he
He
shows
did.
up. Playoff basketball is his
Wow.
time to shine,
It
right?
is. It is.
So,
Playoff Nate.
yeah.
We should start nicknaming him Playoff Nate.
Yeah.
That's it.
Oh,
He is
man.
something like he needs literally a highlight reel just of his playoff performances. He
Hmm.
is just like some of the craziest playoff performances we have had
Oh,
to
for
date,
sure.
and
Yeah.
some of the most clutch plays too. Like I can already think of. Obviously, we know the iconic one, the one that is gonna stick in CYBL history forever. The one that we have to frame and put up here with the other photos that we got.
Yeah.
That shot was unbelievable. And then you look at that, like that's his performance there. But then he performed like that on multiple occasions. He performed like that when he played the Strikers.
Hmm.
Remember that quarterfinal series
Yeah.
with KJ and Riem and what he did to bring them back to that victory? That was insane.
What did he hit? Four threes back to back.
My
It was,
goodness.
it was, they were so far away, and
I know.
it just like, no, we're not going to lose like this. Like, it was
Mhm.
ridiculous. It was
Yeah,
ridiculous to watch.
yeah, yeah.
I could not believe what I was seeing at that
Me
point. That was something else.
So
Yeah,
here's the thing. Would you consider Nate and Miles the Splash Brothers?
man. Honestly, they were for a long time. Yeah, you know what they are. Like, I mean, it's like they
Mhm.
they they're both pretty consistent, you know what I mean? And
Yeah,
they've been great. But yeah, it's unfortunate not having Miles here this season,
it is. It
because
is.
it would have been fun to see them go for it again. And I mean,
Yeah.
they just built on that so much, and they had just worked so hard to get there, and they finally get there, and then it's like, it's unfortunate not having him another season. So
Yeah.
yeah, but no, they were fantastic together. And that's gonna be a deep blow for the Flames, actually. No, what? No
Without
Darren,
Miles, yeah.
no
No
Darren, right?
Darren, no Miles.
Oh, that's a deep
It's
blow.
huge.
I
It's
mean,
huge.
you're gonna have some other guys stepping up this season.
I
I mean,
know. Especially when you're
guy
trying to
had
repeat.
he was amazing. Guy was amazing. So I think he could really show well again this season.
I think so. I think so. What you might see happen because we haven't seen hold on, let me see who the Flames play. This is actually good talks right now. I
Hmm.
gotta let's find out who the Flames are playing here because I believe they are playing. I'm just gonna pull this up.
Yeah. Okay.
Destiny Division. Flames are
Are the
playing.
Knights?
They play the Knights. Oh, that's a good opener. Good
Whoa.
opening game.
They have back-to-back night games? They play the
Yep, they
Knights
do
on the
twice.
11th and then the 18th. Whoa,
Yeah,
a double header, the
a
first ever
double header.
CYBL double
I
header.
know.
Ooh,
It's huge. Yeah.
whoa, that's cool. I like that. Yeah,
Mhm. I liked it too when I saw it in the schedule. I was like, it's gonna be good.
yeah.
You're getting some healthy CYBO rivalries,
Yeah.
Gonna start
Oh,
forming.
yeah. I like that.
So we'll see what happens. I mean, you got some cool teams to look at from the Destiny division, man.
Hmm.
I think you got the Knights as well. Or the Knights are in the Destiny division, I believe,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
Yeah, so you got the Knights as well. And the Knights, we gotta get used to this division. It's new. It's new. It'll
Yeah.
take some time. It'll take
It'll
some
take
time.
time. Yeah.
But when you think about the Destiny division, you think of the Knights being in there too. I like the Knights. I like what they look like. I like
Hmm.
some of the pieces that they've got surrounding them too. Obviously, they got Eddie still there. Then they're getting Deontay there as well, which I
Yeah.
think's huge. I'm trying to remember who else they've got on the roster here.
I was actually just looking at the Flames roster because we were talking about them. I was curious, but
Yes.
yeah. Yeah, no,
Oh,
I forgot Aiden Bangs with them as well, and I mean
true. Yeah, yeah.
that's a great.
Julius Frugal on the Knights.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Julius Frugal. That was a cool trade. I actually like that trade. I look forward to seeing more of him, and I think Coach Valerie will do a great job of bringing
Yeah.
out the best of him. I guess
What
it's
a,
going to be me for the first night, but
yeah, yeah.
I really like him, man.
You know who you
He
also got?
what?
You know who you also got? Sorry, you can go back
No, go
before I
for
do
it.
that.
Go for it. Who else do I
You got
got?
Ethan Ney. Ethan
Ooh,
Ney, man.
really?
Yeah,
Oh
which is a sad.
wow.
I'm so sad that we lost Ethan Ney.
That's a tall team, man. Like three tall players. Like you've got Dante, you've got Eddie, and Ethan Ney. Like that's a
Yeah.
man. That you're gonna. Well, I mean that kind of fits the Flames type of play. Like shoot the threes, right? Because you ain't driving on that team.
No,
That's
you're
the
not.
wrong team to be
That's
driving on.
the
Oh my
wrong
goodness.
team. Man, yeah. That's gonna be. I'm excited. I don't. I know that's gonna be a good matchup, especially at Port where we're gonna be at too in Innisfil. I
Mm,
think it's gonna be good. That's gonna be
yeah,
good.
yeah, yeah, yeah. It's exciting, man. Yeah. Oh.
I guess. We're talking about some of the matchups then, eh? That was
Mm.
a pretty quick. That's a pretty quick segue into that. But we might as well because there's some interesting matchups coming up,
Right.
and so you got the Strikers and the Eagles, which I think you got to see them scrimmage. What was your thoughts on your first look at
Oh,
those two teams?
yeah. So it was unfortunate. The Eagles didn't have one of their top players there, Jaden.
Okay, Jaden, yes, yes,
Yes, who looked
big in the
spectacular.
draft. He
Oh,
looked great in the draft.
amazing in the draft. Yeah. And it's funny because him and Kingston showed amazing, and then Kingston delivered.
Yeah,
Kingston, like, oh my goodness,
we
he
haven't
delivered.
even talked about that yet.
No, we
Oh
haven't even
my
talked
goodness.
about that. I'll get to that. But no,
Okay.
so like we had Kingston who absolutely met all our expectations and
Hmm.
some. They
Hmm.
had the highest scoring game, 49. You know what I mean? Like he had 20 of those.
Wow.
So now you've got Jaden who looked as good, not a rebounder, but as good.
Mm.
And he's going to be put up with one of the best rebounders in CYBL history, Riam.
Wow. Rio. Yep, that's true.
Riam is like when I watched their little
Scrimmage?
scrimmage, man, there was no one even coming near him. You know what I mean? Like he's one of the most dominant centers. It just, and it may not even be height, but it's just size and strength and
That's true.
power. And, he's got
Yeah,
a pretty good vertical as well.
man, he's a bull. Like
Oh,
he is.
man.
You cannot like you cannot move him. You
No,
can't move him when
no.
he's down there in the paint. Like he's immovable. He's an
Yes.
immovable force.
Yeah.
Like I'm really intrigued to see how we know Braden, who is also
Mm,
one of the top big men. Like, and those
yes.
two actually play on the same team. That's actually funny.
Yeah, it is
You
funny.
think about it.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's crazy. But he's
Yeah.
not here this season, unfortunately. But
Right.
if he was, I think that he's the only real comparable player that
Mm,
you can
yeah.
really compare to Riem, and Riem's taller.
Yeah.
So that's
Wow.
yeah,
Yeah. Well, it's kind of funny because it's like Riam kind of handed the baton to Braden because like
yeah.
Braden wasn't like, he wasn't really on our radar as like, oh, like this really strong. And then as soon as Riam left, Braden became the
He
guy.
did.
Like
He
he
did.
became that guy. He just
Yeah,
totally
yeah,
went in and did what he had to do. And so that
yeah,
was cool. And then now it's like Braden's gone and Riam's back, right? So
yeah. We're praying for you, Braden. I want
yes,
to see you.
absolutely.
I
Yes,
want to
that
see
would
you
be
back
fun,
in
man.
CYBL soon.
Yeah,
Man, he had a season-ending injury last season.
brutal.
That really changed the whole trajectory for the Strikers, I think.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, it changed
No,
the whole trajectory.
I think Strikers are going to be a good team.
Hmm.
I mean, the Eagles, though, they once again, like, it's kind of like what we talked about. They started picking up pace at the end of the season. They
Yeah,
they
yeah,
just
yeah, yeah,
they took off from right where they had left, and they kept going. Like they were
yeah.
they were flying, man. Their passing was incredible.
Hmm.
And is it Parker? I think it's Parker on that team. There,
Parker, yep, from
yep,
third.
yeah, he was playing incredible, just
Former
incredible.
player. Yeah.
Yes, yeah, former True North.
Former True North, man, for
Yeah.
many seasons.
Oh man, no, he was playing incredible. Um, yeah, man, no, it's exciting. I'm excited to see what
It
that
does,
team does.
yeah, it does seem like Parker, as we talk about him, is growing into a leader.
Yeah,
And
he is.
I'm starting to watch this happen. He's got that championship experience. He got the chance to develop on True North, but now he is growing into this leader.
Hmm.
And I'm really excited to see that progression because what I saw last season was like, wow, this
Yeah.
is not stuff that we saw from Parker previous to this. But now what we're seeing is like this exponential growth that, I mean, he could be, I mean, he's got to be on our radar for most improved player this
Hmm.
season as we watch him play and
Hmm.
get to see kind of like his performances and whatnot. I think he's got to be on the
Yeah.
radar
Oh
for
yeah,
sure.
man. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, he's looking great. We'll see how he performs in the season. He's doing great as a point guard. Like he's not, I
Yeah.
think the maturity's come for him, and so he's making the right shots now. He's finishing his layups. He's making the right passes. There's
Yeah.
no, there's not all these turnovers and different things. Like he's just
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
making really good decisions, and so it's fun to watch him. But then also he's got a great supporting cast. He's got
Oh, yeah.
the brothers Jordan and Jaden.
And Jaden.
Um,
Sebastian.
yes, he's got Sebastian. I like Cole Watson. Man, he looks incredible
Mm.
out there. And then
Yeah.
just everyone, Curtis and Rico. You've got, is it how do you say
OT?
his name? OT, yeah.
Is it OT?
Yeah, I think
Hold on.
yeah, OT. Yes,
Yeah, it's OT.
and then Lucas Sinclair. Like they just got. I mean, honestly, I liked every player on their team as like
Wow.
just a great supporting cast. I really felt
Yeah.
like they all mixed well, and I didn't feel like anyone didn't have an opportunity to have the ball at some point or another. So
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
yeah, they
It's
they look good.
I think that's going to be an exciting team to watch too. So you look at all this and you say, man, only two teams could not
Hmm.
make the playoffs.
Yeah.
That is going to be crazy. It's going to be a battle every single night,
Oh
which makes it super
man.
fun. Makes it super fun
Yeah.
though.
Do you have any predictions? Do you have any thoughts? Are we going to
Early
talk about
predictions, early
early
predictions.
predictions for
Oh my
standing?
goodness, that's hard because we haven't seen like four of the team play. So it
Oh
makes it
man.
really difficult. But I mean, based off of what we've seen, okay, so this prediction, okay, okay, all of you guys watching CYBL Nation understand these predictions.
Yeah, yeah,
They're
yeah.
coming from only only six teams that have played, and also from the draft combine. So if we don't get it, okay, don't get in this.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Just keep
Oh
playing.
man.
So I'm gonna okay, this is what I'll do. Let's see. Let's see here. Okay. So I'm gonna go. Wow, we're doing so first this season. This is hard.
It is hard, yeah.
My goodness, this is hard. It's very hard.
Well,
I
there's
still
no
think we can I still think we can do it. I still think we can do it.
yeah.
I think we're gonna turn it around after that first loss. I'm putting us in
No,
first place, True
really?
North. Yep. We're at the
Whoa.
top.
Man, the
We're
pride
gonna do
before
it.
the fall. Oh my.
I think we can do it. I believe in
Wow.
us. I believe
Let's
in us.
wow. I'm so yeah, wow. I can't even believe that.
It's honestly, I would either put them first or second. I don't think I could go any further than
Oof.
that. We gotta be living in faith.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I think we got it. I think we do. Second team that I'm put there. My goodness, that's difficult. Well, see, here's the thing, because I'm also basing off of experience too, and what I've seen and experience of teams that have played together for a while,
Mm,
right? So I think I have to put that in the equation, and because oof, I'm gonna go you guys second, Golden State second. I'm gonna go Rams in third.
yeah.
I'm gonna go Flames in fourth, which means I'm gonna go Warriors in fifth.
Whoa, okay. That's a change from what we had talked about
Huh?
previous.
Huh?
Okay.
Huh? So Warriors in fifth.
Wow.
I'm gonna go. I know it's a switch, but you went back, so it changes
Yeah.
things for me.
It does
Change
change
things
things.
for me. and then I'm gonna go for this. There's only what? Well, there's a lot of teams left. Forgot about that.
It's ridiculous, man. Yeah, it's crazy. Like,
I
think we were
forgot.
barely getting it right when there were 6 teams. Now
Oh
there's
my
10.
goodness!
Like,
Now there's 10. This is crazy. How did I get that? Okay. Okay. So who have I said so far? I said
yeah, so you
True
got
North.
you, me, Golden Gates, and then you got Rams. You said
Flames.
Flames, and then you said Warriors. So you got 5 left. You
Oh
gotta
my goodness. The pressure is on
you gotta
now.
get the Eagles, Knights, Strikers,
Eagles Knights Strikers.
Lions.
Eagles
You
Knights.
didn't even put the Lions anywhere yet.
Hold on. Hold on. Warriors have to drop one.
Yeah.
Lions have to go above them. Lions in fifth. Warriors in sixth. Then I gotta go and I gotta put the seventh place. Dang. I have the Knights, I have the Strikers, the Angels, and Eagles. Wow, this is hard. You're gonna
Uh,
be mad at me. I already
uh,
know it.
oh yeah.
Go ahead. Okay, so we're going. Let's do in seventh place. In seventh place, we are going to put I want to say the Strikers, but I haven't seen them play, so it's hard to say that. Teams that I have seen, that's actually a lot of the teams I haven't seen, I guess, are in that part of I think all of them, eh? The teams I haven't seen. See, this is why this isn't even working.
Yeah. Yeah.
My goodness. How about this? I'm gonna put my top six. I'll come back to it next week.
Yeah. 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 Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
Sounds good.
because it might change, and I don't want to get it awfully wrong too early. You know what
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I
Okay.
mean? What about
Oh
you?
man, I'm thinking the only big problem with your predictions is for the Warriors' sake and the Lions, they can't be I just can't see them being side by side because they play each other twice.
Oh,
So, it's a big
oh,
one. I know.
it is. It is.
Like, unless they split that, I mean, they could split that
They could
series, but
split it.
they
They
could
could
split
split
it.
it.
But I don't know. I'm gonna go us first.
Hmm.
Um I know, yeah. I feel like the Rams are going to lose something too. I feel like they've got there's going to be some growing pains at some point. Man, what's their schedule like though? That's what it comes down to, right? Like,
Schedule
there's
is
you got to
important.
kind of look at the
Yeah,
schedule, be like,
schedules.
who are they playing, right? So they got the Warriors, they've got Lions. Wow, Warriors,
They have
Lions,
a
True
hard
North,
schedule. They have a
Strikers,
hard
Flames.
schedule. That is
So
a
I
hard
don't even think
schedule.
I'm gonna put them near the top. Like, too bad. I mean, that's a hard schedule,
Oh,
man.
yeah. Oh, after we talked previously, you were gung ho on them, like
Oh, I
coming
love
out.
them. I actually love their team. I think, man, they've
Yeah.
got that other kid Parker that we didn't even get to talk about yet.
Oh my,
Parker on their team.
hold on. Let's take a break. Just press the
Oh
brakes,
man,
bro.
yeah.
Oh my gosh. We forgot. First of all, in that game,
Oh my goodness, dude! I'm looking at their lineup. It's
that was
ridiculous.
crazy. That
It's
was crazy.
ridiculous,
My
man.
goodness. Let me just grab some water here.
Oh man, you haven't seen anything silly. You look at their lineup, like, oh, it's good, man. Yeah,
Let's see here.
they look good out there.
Yeah, they did look good. They did look really good. I think, yeah, they also they have a lot of pieces. They just need to be able to gel together. I think it's a good way to start playing the way that they did and coming out, with such like vengeance right out the gates against the Angels. That was
Yeah, yeah.
though I
My
feel like I do feel the Angels didn't play their best.
No, 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 for sure. I think there was too much shooting of the threes. I think when they came out
Hmm.
driving and they were hitting everything. Like, they were just doing a
Hmm.
great job. They were passing the good ball movement, and I don't know why. I don't know why teams do that. If it's working, keep it going. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
keep it going. But I think you start shooting up too many threes, and all you're doing is wasting possessions. Like, you're not. Every time they get it, they're putting it in, and then every time you're getting it, you're throwing it away. It doesn't make any
Hmm.
sense, Especially on a team like that with Kingston and Zyman in the paint to get the
In the
rebounds.
paint.
Like, who do you have getting the rebounds against those guys? Like,
Yeah.
Zyman was
Riam.
defensive
Riam.
MVP though.
I know.
Zyman's coming back. Wasn't he defensive MVP, or he
He
was at
was
least the blocks?
I
I
think he
thought he
won
was.
the blocks leader. I think he was defensive MVP. I
I
can't.
think he was, man.
I'm pretty sure he was.
Like
Yeah.
so you've got a returning defensive MVP along with Kingston, who had 11 rebounds himself. Like that's so it's just shooting up a million threes isn't the greatest idea
No,
either. You know what I mean?
no.
So I don't know. I think they have like they have to work out some of those areas on their team, but I think a lot of their pieces looked great as well. I think they just need to work it out. But man, you look at the Rams and they have Ethan Smith, who's a shooter, right?
Yep,
And
yep.
he
We know
showed
Ethan
it,
Smith,
you
former
know.
Angel,
Yeah.
playing like that against the Angels.
Oh man, that's gotta
Jeez.
hurt. That's gotta hurt. Yeah, man. And then Parker Cave, I mean, he had a great game.
Wow,
He had 10 points, 5 rebounds, and I think a block.
that's one
So,
for Rookie of the Season.
man, yeah, he's playing good. I mean, it's hard though when you're playing with Kingston on there too, right? So,
Oh,
man,
true. Yeah, that's true. I
yeah.
forgot.
Uh,
Both on the same team. Top
oh
top
man.
picks in the draft.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
gonna be it's gonna be really interesting to see how they play. Against who do they play this week? Do the Rams play this week? I think so.
Yeah, they do. The Rams are gonna be
The
playing.
Warriors. Ooh, that'll be a good one.
Oh, man, and that's a hard one to say. I think the Rams come away, and this is where I'm worried for the
Mm.
Warriors. I'm actually very concerned for them making the playoffs. I don't know. It's just
Oh no.
it's a growing concern for me,
Guys, you heard it here. You heard it here.
Oh man, they're gonna have to pull out some special stops to make it through their lineup.
Yeah.
Like they've got a hard road ahead right now, and to start off with a loss is not good. They're gonna play the Rams, then the Lions. Like that's man, it's hard. Like
Yeah,
yeah.
I think of it. Do we see the Warriors at all? Does True North see them? I'm not sure if we do.
I don't know if you do.
This might be like, wow, we're not gonna play them.
No,
Okay.
you're not gonna play the Warriors. No.
Wow, that's crazy. That's so interesting. I don't think we've ever had that happen before.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I haven't even 10 teams, eh?
Oh man, yeah. I know that the season's interesting. Like imagine making it to the finals. I think we already talked about this with another team who went undefeated. Like two teams that go undefeated could make it all the
We
way to the
did.
finals and play each other. Like that
Yeah,
would be
yeah.
crazy. That would be such a cool,
It's so cool. That'd
Yeah,
be so cool.
that'd be
Yeah,
fun.
this is gonna be a season. Wow. Well, I guess going from that, here's a question for you. And this question has been in my mind the entire night,
Mm,
and actually a couple days ago too. Who do you think, like, which division will be the stronger division, do you think, this
okay,
year?
yeah, that's a good question. Let's look at it. So we've
Because
got
now we got division rivalries and things, and
right,
it's
right.
gonna be pretty cool. All-Star game's gonna be divisions, so it's gonna be interesting.
So legacy divisions, just for everyone else, sake. Legacy's got Rams, Lions, True North, Warriors, and Angels. And
Mm.
then the Destiny division's got Golden Gates, Eagles, Flames, Knights, and Strikers.
Ooh,
Oh man, that's a hard one.
ooh, ooh. There's
I'm
good
gonna.
all-stars in both too.
I know there's such good ones. I'm gonna give. Man, do I give you? I think I might give you guys the leg up. I don't know. I think I might give you guys the leg up.
Legacy.
The legacy division. I think. Man, it's
Why
hard
though?
though. I don't
Why?
know. I don't know. We might. I think we might. It's hard now. Looking at it, I don't know. We might come up top. It's hard. What do you think?
It's actually it is hard. It is hard because in your like yeah, you guys have a strong like your division has like Aiden, you guys have Nathan Lanning, you
Mm-hmm.
guys have Eddie, Dante, some big pieces there. You got
Riam, Jaden.
Riam's there too, Jaden. I mean we haven't seen it yet. We haven't seen it yet, but I would
Yeah.
assume from his draft play he's probably on that all-star level, but we'll have to see.
Yeah.
But then if you go to our division, like the legacy division, and you just take a look at that one, let's take a look at it
I
here.
know.
Then the legacy division, you have Liam, you've got Zach, Zach Denman, you've got Kingston is looking like this. You've got Jordan Cuban, you got Ashton.
Ash.
I think I have to say I think I'm gonna give it to the legacy division back.
Mm. Yeah,
It's
I
just
know. I
there's a
know.
lot.
Yeah, it
There's a
is a
lot
lot,
there.
man. I know there's a lot there. That's what I thought too.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it'll be close, but yeah,
Yeah.
and
Now
you
the
guys,
depth,
yeah.
the depth of those teams is what matters too, right? Like
Hmm.
at the end of this thing, when we look at it, like which division's gonna have the most wins,
Hmm.
really? That's
Yeah,
gonna be interesting.
yeah. Yeah, no,
Gonna
it's
be good.
exciting, man. I'm excited to see the other teams play this week. It's just it's kind of like, it's an anxious feeling because you're like,
It is.
okay, I gotta see like what we're up against, right? Like
Yeah.
you're trying to prepare mentally for some of these games, but you're like, but I haven't seen them play. So how do
No.
I prepare for anything,
Yeah.
It's gonna be good, man. I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah. Me too, man. Me too. It's gonna be crazy. I think going as we're coming nearing the end here of our podcast for today, I want to know from you what your expectations are. What are some players that you think that are going to rise this season?
Mm. Yeah, so I think a big one that we kind of already talked about is Keel. Like
Hmm.
Keel, that was just, that was next level for him. I mean, he had 17 points, 10 rebounds. Just wow. That was incredible.
That was.
Wow. Yeah, that was exceptional. I mean, really. Oh man, I mean, the Rams, I feel like everyone's kind of meeting my expectations. Let's see, Lions. I really want to see something special out of Jacob Hackett. We didn't get to see him, no, but I feel like on that team, he could be a special piece for that team.
Mm.
And so I'm really hoping to see something kind of special out of him, which we
I
have
heard
seen.
Zach say that too. Yeah, we have seen it.
Oh, you heard
I
Zach
heard
said that?
I heard Zach say. I mean, I heard that one performance that he gave on the
Unbelievable.
night. That
Unbelievable.
performance on that against us,
I'll
True
never
North.
forget it. I'll never
They
forget it, man.
didn't
It
they
was
beat us,
incredible.
right?
Yeah.
They beat us, I think. I'm pretty sure that's what happened that game. But that performance that he had was unbelievable. You saw signs of a superstar that we haven't seen from
Yes.
him yet.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. It's got to reemerge. So
hmm,
I'm kind of excited about that. I'm really excited to see Riem. Like
yeah.
I know we already know, but in his scrimmage there, man, he was doing things I had never seen him do before. So
Wow. Wow.
I'm
Okay.
really excited for that. Something for like even my team that was huge was John Barks, man. He had 4 points last game.
Wow.
Great
He's
rebounder.
looking good in the paint. He's looking really
Yeah,
good in the
man.
paint.
You see him
He
actually
was.
being confident to like back down a guy. And
Yeah.
who's gonna stop Big John Barks from backing someone down? Yeah, like
You
no
can't.
one's gonna stop him, man. He like
You
literally
can't.
plowed over Ashton,
You
and like
kidding.
he had slipped, but and
Yeah.
like it was just so crazy. I felt bad for Ashton. I'm like, man, I would not want to be there because I've scrimmaged with them, and when John Barks boxes me out, I'm just like, nah, like like not even worth it,
No.
so but yeah, so I'm actually excited to see what he's gonna do, and I feel
It's
like
true.
him and Aiden have got a great connection. So
Yeah.
Aiden's been playing him and using him in that way, and I feel
Yeah.
like he's actually utilizing those opportunities, and I think and he set some huge screens. I don't know
He
if you
did.
saw them.
Big. I saw them.
Oh my,
Yeah,
people
I
were
saw
being
them.
absolutely
I know.
plastered to the ground, man. I actually feel bad for Noah Trate because he did not see it and he turned and he got leveled. Like, I felt bad. So actually, I think like as far as maybe you're not seeing like all like, it's not all on the stat sheet. I think the pieces he's
The
doing this
intangibles.
season, yeah, he is actually playing exceptional. Sorry for what we've seen. So he's definitely on my radar for most improved. But
Yes.
that's a guy that could make a huge difference on our team. And then just looking at some of the other teams, I don't know. The Flames, I'm excited for Guy. I really think Guy's gonna
This is
explode
his
even
season.
more. Yeah, it's his season. It's his
Mhm.
season. So the Knights, Eddie's taking on a new role.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah, and then same with obviously. Well, I mean Dante. I always kind of like Dante's a consistent guy, right? But I always
Yeah.
kind of hope for like maybe something special, right? Like,
Yeah.
but I don't know.
It could be. It
It
could
could
be.
be. It could be. You never know.
Because
But
it
I
could be.
think
Because I believe
Julius.
Julius. Yes.
Yeah,
We got some, that's crazy. That's good. I think Julius would be too, because like Julius, we got to see him as a rookie. He started coming to his own on the Eagles, then he gets traded here to the Strikers. And yeah, I think this is his time to really shine. The
yeah,
Strikers is like he could really be like that floor general that they need.
yeah.
Like,
I think so too. I think he would have been a great point guard, and I think the Eagles were just so new that everyone was trying to learn everyone's position. And I think, well, like obviously I get first crack at putting him at a point guard, but
yeah, you do. Absolutely.
yeah,
That's cool.
so
That's
I
cool.
think I'm gonna experiment a little bit there with him, but I
You have
think
to
he's
share that
gonna,
with Valerie.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, it all depends how well we do. You
True.
know, if we don't do well, I ain't sharing anything. But yeah, I think he's gonna excel. And man, there's a lot of talent out there, a lot of guys that
There's
are exploding.
a
Um,
lot of new players on the rise, like young players that are on the rise
yeah,
too. Because you're starting to see now, man, the generation shifting. It's a new generation of CYBL players coming in. Like, if you really think about it, so Dante, this is his last season. He's
wow,
literally retires after this season because he's going to be turning 19. Then you've got who else you've got? You got Josh Curran on your team. It's his last season.
sushi.
Sushi, the iconic tip in.
Oh man,
That's
okay, but
incredible.
that's once
That's
again, that's like a
iconic.
man. I hope if we make it to the playoffs again,
Yeah,
he had the most clutch last playoff
he
of
did.
his, like he was shooting in transition threes, like
Oh,
the tip
amazing.
ins, like
Yeah,
he just had multiple moments. And so it's kind of
incredible.
funny. Is he like Nathan Lanning in the sense that he becomes sushi in playoffs, you know?
Sushi, yes, yes.
So yeah, man. No, it's fun. I like it, man. I love the intensity. I love everything about this, right? So no, you're right. There's a lot of guys that are phasing out this season, right? So
There is, there is. And I mean, if you think about it, it's the last year for Zach Denman. Like he's got one more year. This is his last like year.
and Aiden Stockton too.
Aiden Stockton, last year. Like
Whoa,
this is what like we're coming into the end of an era. That means they've got like what 3 seasons left apiece. Like
wow.
they're in the end of an era. We're literally seeing an era come to an end, man. It's so crazy. And so what else can happen here? What else can happen because you have players that have like Aiden and Zach are playing together at the top of their game,
Mm,
really trying to create that GOAT conversation. And I would say that you've got one and two right now, and they're like, and Aiden is like here, and Zach's right below him.
yeah.
That's my thoughts.
Oh
But
wow.
in the GOAT conversation, that's my
Oh
talk.
man.
But that could be changed because they're so close and they're still playing together for like another year. So there's a lot of things that can happen here. Plus, you never know. Players are coming on the scene. New players are coming on the scene. What's gonna happen, bro?
Yeah,
I don't even
yeah.
know. I'm just,
Uh,
I'm so excited. This is just like that beginning of season excitement. You know what I mean? As we
mhm.
just kind of get into it, and man, I just can't wait to see what happens,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah. It's really expect the unexpected this season, man.
Yeah, I like
It's
that.
yeah, it's I don't think at any point we're gonna be able to make an accurate prediction of what's gonna happen. I really don't think. I think we're gonna be so off all season long. We're gonna make
Yeah,
our silly predictions. We're just gonna keep coming up wrong. Like it's gonna keep shifting because there's the divisions. There's so much
yeah.
going on. So this season's gonna be just an incredible time of newness for us, right? So
Yes.
yeah.
This whole year is a season of newness.
Mm.
As you know, we're about to enter into another expansion
Woo!
in Kingston soon.
Yes.
So that is going to bring a whole other like dynamic to our podcast, man. Like
Yes.
it's going to be a whole other dynamic to CYBL today. It's going to be
Mm.
incredible because we're going to be going from this conference over here to this conference over here, talking about the divisions, like just everything, and then the
Oh man.
OCC. It's going to be crazy.
Oh man. Have you
So
have
many
you
things.
done a thing for the OCC? Everyone's on
I've
that?
done a sneak peek.
Ooh.
Everybody knows that the OCC is a thing. They just don't know
Oh
any
man.
of the details about it yet.
Yeah, I'm super stoked for OCC. I
Yeah.
guess we're not saying anything, but I'm super
Yeah.
stoked, man.
Yeah. It's gonna be crazy, man. It's gonna be crazy. Yeah, man. It's an exciting time. It's an exciting time. I think, like you said, just those words. expected.
Hmm.
I think that that makes sense, especially with all the time. We've never had an expansion with this much talent. Like,
Hmm.
I think the last expansion that we had, a lot of talented players got pulled away from their teams, and it was like a new building moment for all
Yeah.
the teams. This time around, it's like the teams are ready to go
Yeah.
this time around. Like they are ready to go. I don't think there is much of a building moment that's going to happen here, and
Mm.
so many teams could like come out, and so many teams could unexpectedly miss the playoffs. It is not, it
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
not something that's easy to predict. So
Hmm.
expect the unexpected is what we're gonna go with, bro.
Yeah. Oh man.
Man. Well, do you have any final words, or you think that's it?
I'm good, man. Yeah, I'm
I think
excited.
it's
Yeah,
it.
it's good.
Yeah, I'm excited. Well, guys, thanks for joining us on our CYBL today. You know, we're going to always keep you covered with all the happenings here at CYBL. It's going to be an exciting time. Make sure to tune in online on YouTube this Friday and tune in to CYBL basketball and watch some of our matchups because there's going to be some great matchups on display
Hmm.
today. And yeah, guys, so we're glad that you could tune in today. And one thing to remember this season, our theme is God over everything. And so I just want to encourage you all to put God over everything in your lives. So take care, guys. God bless.